All right, Modern Warfare 3 players, welcome back to another super useful, informational Modern Warfare 3 video. In this one, we're going to be talking about the DG-58 and why I think it's still one of the most broken guns in the game despite having a recent patch. Throughout this video, I'm going to be showcasing you clips of certain situations where I think the DG just performs at long range and also does some crazy things at short range too. If you're not aware of what the DG-58 is, it's one of the burst assault rifles in Modern Warfare 3 and it is absolutely broken. In a little bit, I will be showcasing you the class that I use and go through the attachments for it so you can replicate my class. But I first want to show you guys this gameplay so you can actually see this gun competing at a high level. Now, you may not believe me that these are skill-based matchmaking lobbies, but I assure you they are. I'm just cutting out the parts where I'm getting drop-shotted, bunny hopped, slide canceled, because you know what, this is a video showcasing the gun, not me dying, of course. But if you guys still don't believe me, here are some pictures of the leaderboards that have a multiplayer throughout the game modes that I play. I'm top 0% in most of them. So, I mean, these are what my skill-based matchmaking games are like. This gun literally competes at the highest level possible. And a quick reminder, guys, before I showcase the class in just a second, please consider dropping a like and subscribing if you find this class setup useful and you start shredding with it. Thank me later. All right, so let's actually talk about the attachments. First off, the barrel, LS18 barrel. I think this is great because bullet velocity and range is always amazing on every single gun you could put it on. Aiming, idle sway, and recoil control as well. We can see the percent boost for range and recoil. Great stuff. 15% for the ranges, 18% for bullet velocity. Awesome stuff. Recoil, pretty good percentages. I mean, the only thing we're really losing here is accuracy for hip fire and tac stance. Don't worry about that. Who cares about that? So the only thing we're actually really losing here is sprint to fire speed. But guys, this is an assault rifle. You do not need to run and gun with this. This should be more of a slow weapon, pre-aim head glitches, and so forth. Do not sprint around corners. Play it slower. This is an assault rifle, and you will love this. For the laser, I don't put a laser on. But if you like lasers, I recommend either the PEQ for that base aiming stability boost, or if you don't mind having your laser visible in ADS, I do like this OLE V laser just because aiming stability, you also get ADS speed and sprint to fire speed just when your laser is visible in ADS. So if you don't mind that, I personally recommend this V laser. Amazing. So for the optic, guys, I think the NIDAR model 2023 is fantastic. That is the one that I showcased in the clips that you saw earlier. Also, you could use the MK3 reflector. I also think that's pretty good, but personally, I love the NIDAR model 2023. And if you like it too, and you don't know how to unlock it or you don't have it yet, you'll have to come all the way to the end of where these attachments are. You'll have to get the BAS B to level 5, I believe, and then just click A while you're doing so to unlock the armory challenge. Just complete 2 challenges or 2 wins and you can unlock that site. Honestly, quickly going through the stocks, I really don't think there's anything useful other than this extended TP9. You get good recoil control, you get a little bit of extra sprint to fire speed, but the rest of these really aren't that good for a gun like this. So if you want to go with the stock, I recommend this extended TP9. All right, so for the comb, this is actually going to go to all you players that are going to treat this gun like a submachine gun. I recommend the FSS Last Standing comb just because you get that really big increase in sprint to fire speed and ADS speed. This is pretty good. All you're sacrificing is ADS movement speed, so like a little bit of the strafing speed. But if you like running and gunning and you're going to treat this as a close range weapon, submachine gun style, I would recommend this comb. However, if you're like me and you're going to play slower with this type of gun, I recommend the steady grip just because it has great recoil control buffs to it. You know, 10% less recoil gun kick and 7% for the horizontal and vertical recoil. I think this is great. If you play slower like me, head glitch more, pre-aim everything, don't run around corners, this attachment is great. For the magazine, guys, I actually really don't recommend any of them because this gun gives you 30 rounds in it to start, and honestly, you can get like 5 kills at least with that if you have good aim. There's really no reason to increase or decrease the mag. That's just wasting attachment slots. So for ammunition, I highly recommend the high grain rounds as you see here because bullet velocity and range, guys, up 15% through all across the board for range and velocity. That is amazing. And remember, we're coupling this with the barrel, right? And this barrel already has 15%, 18% buffs on the range as well. So you're looking at plus 30% on the whole range factor at least. So this is very good attachment. And yes, we're sacrificing some recoil, but as you saw in the gameplay, it doesn't really matter. This gun is still a beam. So highly recommend high grain rounds. It's literally even banned in competitive play. So if you're not using this, you're missing out. All right, so for the underbarrel guys, I recommend the hand stop because we get some pretty good percentage boost on the mobility and the handling. The ADS speed and sprint to fire speed is buffed. It makes it better. And the ADS movement speed is also really good because, you know, as an AR, it's a little bit helpful to strafe left and right. So it actually is a very good boost. If you compare it to the Phantom 5, I don't recommend the Phantom 5 because it's a little bit boost over recoil, but honestly, I'd rather have more mobility and actually be able to strafe a little bit more back and forth. So if you're going to go with an underbarrel, I highly recommend this hand stop. Lastly, guys, I really don't recommend any muzzle. The only one I would maybe recommend is the sonic suppressor. It gives you better range, 5% on your damage ranges and 13% extra bullet velocity, but we already have two attachments that even surpass those percentages, and you're also losing horizontal and vertical recoil and sprint to fire speed. So honestly, don't use a muzzle. It ain't worth it. So let me know if you guys like this class, if this was insightful by dropping a like, and if you want to support an up-and-coming small content creator, please consider subscribing. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.